Today's second date update is kind of confusing because Louise is on the phone and she emailed us to do a second date update, but in her email she says that she wishes she would have never went on the date.
What?
So I don't know, Louise, do you know how second date updates work? Usually somebody goes on a date that they actually liked and then they want to get another date.
I know.
Okay,
so why do you wish you wouldn't have gone on your date?
It was just like a bad snowball effect. So my friends and I went out the night before this date, and I think that started the whole problem.
Okay. Really? Did you meet the guy when you guys were out?
No. Okay, so I met James on Tinder, and we set up like a Sunday brunch date. Like, it was at the beginning of the week, so it like made really good sense.
Right.
But my girlfriends and I went out Saturday night, and they were like, oh, we're just going to get a few drinks, and we're going to sit outside. And Russian mules turned into gin and tonics. And next thing I see is like really late.
Yeah.
So you were hungover then, and that's why you didn't want to go on the date, because you were hungover.
I was totally hungover on hard liquor.
Yeah. I mean, that's the worst, too. Whenever you say you're just going out for a few drinks, it never really works out.
Yeah. So the next day, I really didn't want to because I felt horrible. Like, my stomach was not in the best. And I was like, okay, it's way too late to cancel this date. I'm going to be like a horrible person. Like, I just decided to go out anyway. I was like, you know what? Just pull it together, drink something, and go.
Okay. Right. And this is like the one time you're hoping that your date is also hungover.
I was really hoping that. But when I met James for brunch, he's like, all nice, put together. Like, just like, hi. And I'm just like, holy heck. Like, this is going to be rough.
You're just holding back puke the whole time.
Oh, my God. And I can smell you. Like, just even thinking about it, I can smell you.
It was like the hair, the bags under the eyes. I had the whole hungover look put together.
Did he know immediately, or did you address it?
I didn't want to, honestly. Like, I was trying to fake until I make it. To be honest, like, I just didn't want to be like, oh, yeah, I totally didn't think this was going to really happen. So I felt bad. So we're sitting there, and we just started getting into stupid arguments. Like, we had a 20-minute argument. Like, I feel really ashamed of it.
Whoa.
It was like the stupidest thing in the world.
Wait, so you guys were like legit arguing or like playful?
Like, we were legit arguing. No, like, people were staring at us.
What? Wait.
That's not a good sign.
What were you arguing about?
About brunch. He was like trying to qualify what makes brunch brunch. Like, what is the guidelines and the definitions and the structure for brunch?
And you couldn't, like, that sounds like a fun conversation. But
He was like, well, brunch is anything you eat on Sunday morning. And I was like, no, it's mostly about the food. And he was like, no, it's about the time. And I was like, no, it doesn't matter. So it just kept getting out of control for every little thing. And I'm hungover, and like, I'm not making sense.
So if you weren't hungover, could you have had that conversation in a more playful manner, or you were just hungover and like angry?
I think I was just hungover and angry.
Okay.
I was angry because I wasn't home in my pajamas, to be honest with you. Like, it wasn't his fault, and it was just stupid. It didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
And I just like felt so guilty if I would have canceled, but
So you figured show up and yell at the guy for a little while. That'll be better.
There you go.
I didn't mean to. I felt really bad.
did you guys recover at all from that?
I tried calling him and texting him, and he's just not getting back to me. Like, I'll be honest, when we got out of there, we were just like upset. Like, even when the food came, we were just eating angrily. You know, like when you have an upset stomach because you're hungover and you're like, upset and you're still eating.
Oh, that sounds
It's the
terrible.
worst.
I
Okay,
bet
so the whole
nobody-
date was awkward then.
It was awkward. It was just like, I don't know. Like, I feel really bad about it. Like, he just didn't deserve that.
So you liked him, though, and you want to redo? Is that what you're saying?
I do like him, and I want to redo, and I know he was immature, and I try to apologize, and it's just frustrating.
Did you tell him that you were hungover and in a bad mood?
No, I really just didn't want to tell him that. Like, I'm kind of ashamed of that.
So you just let him think that you're just a terrible person that likes to get mad at people over brunch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Smooth.
Okay.
I tried apologizing. He just won't pick up my call.
All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back, see if we can get him to pick up our call and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, it's less of a second date update and more of a first date redo. Because Louise is on the phone and she wants to call a dude named James. They met up for brunch and she went out the night before, got super drunk with her friends, showed up to brunch hungover and was kind of in a bad mood. And then they got into a heated argument over what qualifies as brunch. I know it sounds ridiculous, but she said that she was really rude about it, and they kind of ended the date after they ate. He hasn't been answering any of her phone calls, so she wants to call and apologize and see if there's a chance at getting another date with him when she's not all hungover and ready to just fight everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Louise. Would you give a guy a second chance if the tables were turned?
I mean, if it's honestly had like a good excuse, yeah. I mean, I didn't give him my best, and I understood that, so at least you kind of know.
Yeah, and drinking too much, always a good excuse. It usually gets you out of everything. A lot of empathy in that one,
Makes you
too.
sound fun.
Yeah.
We're human. We can make a bad choice once in a while.
Okay.
We're not perfect.
All right, well, I wish you luck.
Thanks.
All right, well, I'm going to dial this phone number right now. Here we go, okay?
Okay.
You need a drink first, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to James?
Yeah, this is James.
James, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
so do you know? Have you heard the show before? Or
I don't think so. I'm sorry. This is a radio show?
yeah.
What can I do for you?
Well, you could listen once in a while. That'd be cool. But other than that, we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So we got an email from a girl named Louise.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you probably remember going out with Louise.
I do remember going out with Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she told us about your date. She says that it wasn't the best representation of who she is, and she wanted to not only apologize, but say she really liked going out with you and would love to get another opportunity.
So she's doing it on a radio show?
Yeah, I know. It just sounds like she doesn't make the best decisions, but we do a lot of these.
And she said that you wouldn't answer her phone calls. Like, she had tried to text you and apologize, but she got desperate, basically.
Yeah, I've been just trying to avoid that whole situation.
Yeah, I can understand that. She did tell us about your date. I would love to hear from your words, though. What'd you think of Louise?
I kind of felt bad for her.
Oh, really? Why?
Like maybe she needed more than I could give her
What do you mean?
right now in my life.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like,
I don't know what her situation is, which is why I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I don't want to misrepresent her.
what do you mean what her situation is?
Okay, so I show up to brunch, and I like a brunch date because it's a lot less pressure and it's during the day.
Uh-huh.
You get to sort of see people when they're just being normal. And so she shows up, and she looks like she has not gone to sleep. She
Right.
basically didn't go to sleep all night.
Yeah.
Right.
She smelled very strongly of alcohol, and she was pretty disheveled. And I don't think people need to dress up for a brunch date, but I can't really explain it. But it was like the farthest away from being dressed up you could possibly be.
The farthest away?
Like she barely put on clothes?
Yeah, I mean, no, she had clothes on, but it looked like maybe she had them on for a couple of days.
Got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Your first impression was not a good one, is what you're
It was
saying.
not a good one. So we were having brunch, and she's just in a bad mood, it seems. Like she's arguing with me about stuff and kind of put me on the defense. And so it was just kind of awkward. And then when the food came, she just scarfed it down in silence.
Oh, man.
So then we sort of just decided that was it and walked out, and we went our separate ways. And I saw her walk around the side of the restaurant and throw up in a trash can.
Oh,
So-
God.
It's not a good look usually.
Those
Yeah,
days.
that's the lasting impression.
And, well, that's not it. And then she got into the back seat of a car with no one else in it. And I think just like laid down in the back seat of a car.
What?
And so that's why I was like, does she live in her car?
Maybe that was her house. Yeah, her house was just
Homeless.
parked in the parking lot of the restaurant.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm trying to be sensitive about it, because I don't know if she
Oh,
is homeless.
you actually think she's homeless? I thought you were
Well-
just like making an analogy or something.
I mean, the evidence just kept piling up. I mean, I think she might actually be homeless.
Yeah, pretty much what you described sounds like a homeless person.
Right.
You know, if she was arguing with an imaginary friend, then you could be sure she was homeless. But what you described does sound like a homeless
Just scarfing
person.
the food down? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
we
Just a bad attitude, angry, smelly, dirty, and then sleeping in her car.
Yeah, it's like I don't judge her. We've all got our problems in our lives. I feel like I can't help somebody through a situation like that before even knowing them,
Right.
romantically at all. So I feel like it's like it was a little too much for me.
Well,
and how
I
do you
don't.
explain that to someone? Like, do you say like, "Hey, I don't want to date you because you're homeless"?
Exactly,
Like,
because and I should have said something, but I didn't because I just didn't really know what to say.
I think it's good you didn't.
Well, I don't know if she's got a home or not, but she does have a cell phone, and I know that because she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh God, really?
Yep. Louise, are you still there?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Like, I have had the worst time listening to this. It's amazing. Like,
Oh my God, Luis, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were on the other line.
are you serious? Did you honestly thought I was a homeless person?
Listen, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to sort of out you like that. I didn't know if you have people who you know who don't know.
No, like, I'm serious. I'm not. Like, I swear, I'm not homeless.
I know people have a hard time admitting it. I get that, but I am not judging you. I swear.
No, listen to me. I am not homeless. Like, you're borderline rude now. I went out the night before with my girlfriend. I had a little bit too much to drink, and I was trying to pull it together. So I showed up. I was hungover. Yes, it was really bad. But, okay, yes, I threw up on the side of the restaurant because I wasn't feeling good. And then I went, I took a nap in the back of my car for a few hours.
You just took a nap right there in the parking
man.
lot.
That's a hangover.
It was bad, okay? It
Yeah,
was
no,
bad.
I'm not judging. I've been there before.
Yeah.
James, do you believe her? Like, I can't believe that we've gotten to a point where she's trying to argue that she does in fact have a home.
Well, you can understand sort of my concerns because you didn't tell me any of this. You just sort of showed up, and the way you were eating your food, you were eating it like you hadn't eaten in a couple of weeks. And that was surprising.
Honestly, I just wanted to stop arguing. So I ate and didn't want to talk. I ate a little too fast. Obviously, you know that, I threw it up because I ate way too fast. I did that.
And I wouldn't judge a woman's eating style, homeless or not. Just saying, James, for the future.
Yeah, it's just from my perspective, you have to understand that I think anyone would have seen what I saw based on how you showed up and the way you argued with me and the way you ate and the way you threw up and the way you slept in your car.
James, have you ever had like a bad day? Like, it was just a bad day.
I get it now. It's been hard to unpack the whole thing, I guess.
Look, I'm really sorry I showed up the way that I did. It was not my best at all. I just didn't want to cancel on you. It was totally last minute. You were going to be mad at me if I canceled on you.
Yeah, that does make sense. I wish you would have said something and we could have rescheduled,
Looking back on it, I really wish that too.
At
Well-
least you guys are on the same page for one thing.
How about this, James? Would you like to go out with Louise on a second date? We will pay for it.
What is that
not a
laugh?
joke.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you guys if you want to sponsor a date, I would love to.
Well, I think Louise might need a sponsor in something, but we don't know for sure yet until you go on another date with her. So That's a yes, Louise. If you can clean it up for at least one day.
I promise I won't go out the night before.
Congratulations, Louise. You got your second date.
Thanks. I'm sorry that I showed up looking like a crazy person.
Nah, crazy, homeless. Difference. I mean, a lot of times they're the same, but, in this case, different.
Homeless
Yeah.
person. I don't want to be rude to any homeless people.
They're not listening. It's fine.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of people can identify with today's second dater. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you missed today's second date update, Louise wanted to call this dude named James. She showed up to a brunch date, and she was completely hungover and not in a very good mood. Also looked pretty disheveled, I guess. They ended up arguing, actually, about what qualifies as brunch. What time is brunch, actually?
It's a good debate.
And she apparently got actually really upset because she was in a bad mood because she was hungover. Yeah. But she didn't know that James ended up seeing her throw up outside of the restaurant and then fall asleep in the back of her car. When we got James on the phone, he told us that he thought she was maybe homeless and in denial about it. She claims that she's not homeless. She just had a really bad night and wanted to take a nap in the back of her car after she puked outside the restaurant.
Bad
You know,
timing.
when you recap that date, it's amazing that they're going out again.
Yeah.
It really
Like all
is.
of it. Like even if he didn't think she was homeless, like all of it. Sounds horrible.
He did give her a second chance based on the fact that he likes to be charitable, I think. Yeah. Really. And just help people out.
It's a write-off.
Today, a girl named Tori is on the phone to do a second date update, and I'm guessing the dude that she wants to call must be hot. Because in her email, it says that he pursued her for a long time and just kept asking her out. So that's persistence, I think, if somebody's hot. If they're not hot, that's a restraining order. So she didn't get a restraining order. I guess she finally said yes, but now he's not calling her back. Tori, what's up? How are you?
Hey, yeah, he's pretty cute.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
If he wasn't cute, he'd be arrested by now, probably.
Yeah.
How is this guy pursuing you? Like he found you online or he's someone you know within your social circles?
No, I work at Starbucks, so he would come in like every day. I would see him all the time. He would order the same drink. It was a grande triple non-fat mocha, no whip. And then after, he would ask me out. And it would be like cute. But there was always something, like I was dating someone or, I just was like, I don't know, didn't trust him. Like, not like didn't trust him, but just don't trust like any guy to like ask me out. Yeah.
So how long did it take before he
healthy.
finally broke down your defenses and you said yes?
Yeah, it was a year. It's been like 12 months.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds like actually a start of a cute story, but you're on the phone with us. So
Something went wrong.
Yeah.
why did you finally say yes?
Well, I was single for a while, and I found myself thinking about him a little more when I wasn't working. Like, he would kind of cross my mind. Like, I would be like, oh, Eric has that shirt, or something like that. Because even though I don't really know him, I know him, like, we saw each other all the time, I don't know, I just started thinking about him. So, and I was single now, so I just thought, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you said yes to him, what'd you guys do?
We met out for dinner. We went to a Thai restaurant.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed myself. Like, we had pretty easy conversation because there was already this, like, comfortableness of each other. And, like, he's pretty active. He, like, golfs, and I like to hike and do yoga. So I just thought, like, we have this, like, active lifestyle thing on top of just, like, liking each other. I thought,
Okay.
Were there any moments on the date that you would call like highlights?
I don't know. It's weird to find someone that likes scary movies as much as, like, I do. So that was kind of nice.
Was there any talk of like, we should watch one together, referencing future plans together?
Yeah, we I feel like we created a movie list because he hasn't seen it yet. And like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta I watch all of them. Like, I don't know. I kind of was like I was gonna be your first for it.
Your first for it.
Okay. Any low lights from your date?
There was one part that now that I'm dissecting it, so I'll just tell you. We were at a Thai restaurant, and I ordered something with 1 star of spicy, and he was like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Why are you only getting 1 star of spicy? We're at a Thai restaurant." And I was like, "Oh, well, I like Thai food, but I don't like spicy stuff, so that's why there's the option for that." And I
Right. That's fine.
So he was judging you based on the level of spiciness that you ordered your Thai food?
Yes, and he got 4 stars,
got
which
4?
is really spicy. He kept going on about my 1 star of spicy, and he's like, "Oh, wow, you're not adventurous as I thought you were."
Wow. All right, judgy.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like a dig, but now, because I have no idea what else that could be, but that seems just unplausible for someone to judge someone so harshly.
Right, and
Yeah.
for someone to ask you out for an entire year, finally get the date, and then find out you only eat 1-star spicy food, and then that's the thing that makes it a no-go for him.
That's why I didn't even, I just kind of laughed it off, because clearly your spicy food level is not like a spice of life level necessarily.
How'd the date end?
We had a nice hug goodbye. He kissed me on my cheek, and it was just kind of like, are we going to kiss? And that's what I felt. I was like, because I got all the butterflies, and then I get really shy. I didn't want to have Thai food breath and kiss him, but I felt like there was that possibility that could happen. Anyways, and then it was just like, okay, I'll talk to you later, and that was that, and I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah.
And have you seen him in the store? Because he's a regular customer of yours, right?
No, he hasn't come back at all. I feel like maybe something happened to him because he was in there almost every day, and I haven't seen him since.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, for someone to change their coffee habits is extreme.
Totally.
Yeah. So, help.
Yeah, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Well, can I ask a question before you guys do that first?
Sure.
So my question is, just because some of my guy friends have said this, and it's, I guess, more for Jubal, they say that I can be, a little annoying, maybe I'm annoying on dates. Do you think I'm annoying?
I think you got a lot of words come out of your mouth.
Easy to talk.
You talk a lot. Maybe that could be annoying to some people. I mean, I don't like to talk at all, so it could be annoying to me if I were on a date with you.
Oh, my God.
Or it's better, because then you don't have to do any talking.
But
She's
then
got
it's
enough
just so
energy
much.
for both of you.
We could just
I
both
don't
be
know.
quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
So you're saying I really am annoying?
I'm saying there's a potential there.
Oh, my
But
gosh.
I don't know yet. I'd have to get to know you a little better, okay, Tori?
Poor Tori.
Oh, okay. Wow, I just learned a lot. Okay.
All right.
I don't feel annoying. I feel like myself, and myself might be really annoying. Oh, my God.
Well,
You
we'll find
just
out.
be
We'll
You're fine.
try to get him on the phone. We'll play a song and then come back and get your second date update, okay?
Okay. Oh, boy.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Tori is on the phone, and she went out with a dude named Eric. He asked her out almost every single day for a year. I guess she works at Starbucks, and he would come in there, ask her out. She would say no until finally one day she said yes.
Aww.
And they decided to go out and get some Thai food. She said that they had a fun time. Can't really think of any reason that he wouldn't be calling back. But not only is he not calling her back, he hasn't even come in to get his normal coffee order. So something clearly went wrong. Tori, I never asked you, what was his reaction like when you finally said yes to him after he'd been trying for that long?
Oh, good question.
He was just in shock. He's like, wait, what? Really? Say it again. Will you go out with me? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, I would imagine he thought you were joking. Like, I wouldn't have believed you. If I've been trying for that long and you finally said yes, I'd be like, wait, what changed?
Yeah. You don't got to be mean about
Oh
it.
my God, you guys, I think that's such a cute visual, too. Why is this guy screwing everything up by not calling you back?
I don't know. Please let me know, because I want to see where this could go.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Any last words before I do?
No, thank you. Godspeed. I'm sending some prayers up that it's all good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm dialing his phone number right now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yeah, this is Eric.
Eric, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, what's up? Did I win something, or?
No, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in a second.
Okay.
Any idea why we'd be calling you?
I have no clue.
Okay. Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait. Who emailed you?
Somebody.
That's a dumb answer.
Okay. You mean, are you going to tell me, or?
Yeah,
When?
eventually.
Hello?
Oh, hey. What's up, Eric? No, the person who emailed us, her name is Tori. You know her probably pretty well because I guess you've asked her out like almost every day for an entire year.
Oh, okay. She told you that?
Yep, she did. She told us that, and she told us about your date. She also told us that you're not returning any of her phone calls, and you haven't even come into the coffee shop since you guys went out.
Yeah, I had to switch where I get my coffee. You know, you go out on a date with somebody, and then it's kind of up in the air whether it went well or not, and it just is awkward to see them the next day if you're kind of on the fence about them. So
What? You asked this girl
Yeah.
out every day for an entire year, and in one dinner, suddenly you don't even want to see her again?
I didn't say I didn't want to see her again. I'm not sure about it.
Well,
Okay, so you're not sure if you're feeling her anymore after you guys went out.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just not sure. I mean,
Why? Is there anything specific?
yeah, I don't know. It's different when you kind of meet somebody in one environment and then you hang out with them in a different environment. They just don't seem to be the same person. Or I mean, I don't know. In this case, at least.
But I mean, like, don't you feel like you knew her pretty well, even though you guys had only hung out at the coffee shop? Like, seeing her every day for a whole year seems like you'd have a pretty good grasp on what type of person she was.
No, absolutely. I mean, I thought I did as well, but it's just a different dynamic there because, you know, it's like I'm not sitting down and having a conversation really with her. I'm coming, ordering my coffee, small chit-chat, you know, how's things, way to go out with me? No. And then I'm on my way. I mean, that's kind of how it went for a year.
So
You know what I mean?
What was the change when you were hung out with her for a long period of time that you didn't like?
Oh, man, I don't want to be mean, but she talked a lot. Listen, it was like just sitting there. It was more like a monologue than a dialogue with her. You know, I mean, I was very tempted at one point just to be like, "Come up for air, please."
So you just felt like she talks way too much to hang out with?
I mean, yeah, it just you couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I mean, I'm interested in everything that you was saying, but you know, you'd think that there'd be just a little bit more give and take. And I just don't know that if I can hang out with somebody that uses that many words.
Oh my God.
Just in general.
Yeah, come on. You got to give her a break, though. I mean, she's probably amped up. She's nervous. A lot of people, including myself, when you get nervous, you talk even more than you normally do. Like, she probably had a different type of energy on a first date than she would in normal life.
Yeah, I've kind of taken that into consideration. That's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not writing her off. I'm just literally thinking, can I handle this amount of just talking?
We did talk to her about your date, and I will say I'm
You
kind of
did?
on the same page with you. Yeah, a lot of words, coming out of her mouth. Lots.
Yeah, okay.
At a fast pace too.
Yeah.
She speaks very quickly.
Be kind. She sounds fun. She sounds nice. She sounds energetic. She sounds positive.
Tiring. Sounds tiring to me.
She had a lot of positive things to say about you, Eric, and from her description, it sounded like she really listened when you did talk.
She did, and she is. I mean, again, this is why I'm on the fence. She was just like you said. She was all those things: sweet and kind and nice and attentive. I mean, but it's exhausting.
Well, if you think you're exhausted just thinking about it, she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you or talk at you. I'm not sure.
Holy, really?
Yeah.
No.
Tori, are you still there?
What?
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm right
Hello?
here, Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi.
Hey.
I heard all that. Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, I thought you were probably less mean than maybe other people on this phone conversation. But yeah, I didn't realize that I talk so much. So I'm sorry. It is a first date thing, and I'm like used to just talking to people at the store a lot, and I got in my head about it, and I can totally not talk right now. I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. Like we're talking, and then when I wasn't talking, there was silence, so I just felt like I needed to talk more. But even though I did feel like we had a great conversation, so I'm sorry that I dominated it. I want to hear what you say.
Okay.
Because I can show you, I don't have to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to not talk, or I want you to be yourself. It's just,
No,
I
right. I totally get that. I think when I like someone, I just love, gosh, I feel so stupid. I just really like sharing, and finding more things we have in common. So I think it's just because I was excited and we had seen each other so much, and now it was finally happening. So it was kind of a lot riding on it. I don't want to talk too much right now, so let me know if I'm talking too much. But I do just want to explain myself. So that's why I am talking. it's hard because I want you to understand where I'm coming from, but I also I can't tell if I'm talking too much right now because you're not saying anything.
Yeah, is Eric still on the phone? Are you even still there anymore, Eric?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking she talks a lot.
Oh my God. Come on, you got to cut her some slack, Eric. I mean, she just heard some pretty harsh things about herself, and she didn't come in angry. She came in understanding.
Nervous, excited.
That's true. I mean, that's why I asked her out. I mean, she's nice, she's pretty,
Aww.
But I didn't expect the word load to be, I don't know, like that heavy.
Oh my gosh. I never knew it was going to be this personal, because, okay, so I think that I just need to not talk right now and let Jubal handle it from here. Jubal, can you just take it over so I do not?
No, I think
maybe I should stick my foot in my mouth.
no, I think you're doing a great job. I think you should continue.
Oh my God. She is so freaking adorable. Eric, come on, man.
So this is about a second date? She wants to have a second date with me?
Yes, Eric, would you go out with Tori, unless you want to do this, Tori? Well, we don't have time for you to do it. Would you like to go out on a second date with Tori? We will pay for it.
Sure.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm actually really excited too, Tori.
Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate you on this phone call, and
my
I'm
God.
also very excited to see Eric again.
Now, don't be so weirdly self-conscious on your next date, though.
Oh my God, I know. We'll have to do an activity so that there'll be other things to do besides talk.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I'm really excited about, going on a second date with you. I mean, you are super nice, super kind, really sweet. And I think if you were in a different situation than that where you weren't so nervous, maybe it could be a little bit more of a back and forth. So I'm definitely willing to give that a try.
Are we still talking?
Yes.
Or is this thing over? Congratulations, you guys got a second date.
Okay,
right.
awesome.
Thank you.
So cool. Okay.
Still going.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The text in at 78592 says that dude should give her a word count
Come on.
before she has to let him talk. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude, Eric, wanted to call Tori. Well, Tori, I'm sorry, wanted to call Eric. They went out after he came into her coffee shop and asked her out almost every day for an entire year. She finally said yes, and they went out. And then he wasn't calling her back. So we got her on the phone, and he said that she just talks way too much.
And we can kind of sense that.
Yeah, she talked a lot.
She was high energy is what I'm going to call her, because I am never going to hate on anyone who talks too much.
But she just speaks her thoughts. She's like, am I talking too much? I think I am. I should probably stop.
She's going to be so in her head on the next date.
She said she was nervous, and we finally were able to convince Eric to give her another shot. And we'll see how the second date goes. So they are going out again, and maybe they'll go to the movies or something like that. Somebody else texted in and said they should go scuba diving. No way she can talk then. Everybody dreams of getting a little action when they go on vacation, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even married people.
No.
When they go on vacation,
Yeah.
they think that they're going to find that special someone. Like, you're just out there on the beach and you're like, maybe I could upgrade before I head home.
No.
Well, Brian, who's on the phone right now, met a special somebody on vacation, and apparently that's who he wants to call today for his second date update. What's up, Brian? How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Are you single, or were you there with your, wife or whatever on vacation, and now you want to call somebody else?
I was single, but I was, in company with my stepdad. So,
you're hooking up with your stepdad?
come on.
I know. It's too far, isn't it?
No, he's got a bucket list, and one of those things was he wanted to go down to Mexico to go fishing. So we went down there together.
Oh, how fun. What an awesome trip.
Yeah, it was kind of great. It was just me and him and a boat and a lot of fish we never really found.
Yeah, that's awesome. Want to go fishing, but not catch anything. All right.
So what's the name of the special lady that you met?
Holly.
And where'd you meet Holly?
We were just staying at the same resort, and I just kept seeing her around everywhere.
Okay. Kept seeing her, and then you'd follow her around from time to time, trying to get her attention.
You guys are not going to make too much fun of me. No, I was with my stepdad. It's his bucket list. I couldn't break that bond. So,
Oh,
Right,
okay.
just leave him alone the whole time. Just be like, sorry, I'm hooking up with this chick, dude. I'll be back later. Leave your stepdad alone for the whole vacation. Sorry, I'm hooking up with this chick, dude. I'll be back later. Leave your stepdad alone for the whole vacation.
Oh, so weak.
don't think I didn't think about that. I thought about that all the time. But
All right.
Peace out, Pops.
Well, how did you actually strike up a conversation with her?
one evening, my stepdad tucked in early, so I went down to the bar, grabbed a drink, and I saw her sitting at a table with a gaggle of girls, looked like a girls' night out or something, and they were just laughing it up.
Nice.
No, so you approached a table full of women. That can be intimidating.
Actually, I didn't.
Okay, so how did you start talking to her then if you never went up to her?
So, I'm watching them, and they're getting pretty raucous, and one of them is getting belligerent as hell.
And is that the one you like?
No.
Okay.
No. Nothing like her. And she got so much, she sort of wiped a couple glasses off the table, smashing them, and at that point it was out of control, so I offered to help out.
Okay, so they were drunk enough to where they were dropping glasses and stuff, and you offered to help pick it up?
Well, I offered to help get her friend under control. It was basically shouting and screaming.
I mean, I assume that's when you struck up the conversation finally and asked Holly out?
Not quite yet. No, I had to, her friend was rather large, so I had to kind of haul her up and, shove her in the elevator. And then
So you had to restrain her friend and throw her in an elevator and then what, take her to bed or something?
Basically, yeah. They couldn't handle her. She was big and she was
Okay,
sweaty,
we get
too.
the big part. You don't need to put so much emphasis on it.
Well, at least you helped still.
Were the friends thankful for you or were they frightened by you?
No, they were totally grateful. I mean, it was a 3-man job or a 2-girl, a 1-man job to, haul her into the elevator and pull her down the hall into the room.
Okay, so they were glad that you helped them kind of wrangle their really drunk friend.
Totally.
Larger drunk friend. She was large. I want to make sure we point that out.
Emphasize.
Okay, so after you guys were done getting her friend in bed or whatever, is that when you asked her out?
Well, a little bit. I chatted with them a bit. I got to know their names, and I invited her to take a walk with me on the beach.
Oh my God.
Well,
So that's pretty trusting of her to take a walk on a dark beach with a stranger that she's never met.
Not really. I was the one who helped her plus-size friend into the bed.
Oh my God, stop with the description of her body size.
All right. So how was the walk on the beach? Was it super romantic? Or was she hammered kind of like her friend too, and it was just a sloppy walk on the beach?
Oh man, no. She was so cool. It was romantic. I mean, it's just me and her, some waves, and she put her hand in, I don't want to get too sentimental, but she put her hand inside mine, and we just wound up making out like crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's nothing I ever did before.
Cool, congrats.
So, I mean, that's great that you had an awesome makeout session, but how are you guys going to connect in the real world? I feel like vacation world and real world are different worlds.
I mean, I thought that was it. I mean, I told her, listen, I got to go back home next day. Vacation's over. And I asked her where she lived, and incredible enough, she lives in the same town as me.
Shut up!
No way.
Wow, that's
Are you
crazy.
for real?
Always for real. Always for real.
All right.
That's exciting.
How crazy.
Yeah, I was totally pumped about it. I felt like shouting, but I didn't. I just said, listen, when we get back, would you like to grab some dinner?
And?
Yeah, I mean, why not? And did she say yes to that, or?
Yeah, she said yes to that and started making out with me again.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. So did you guys go to dinner yet?
That's the problem. We made a date, and a few days later, I got a text saying she wasn't going to be able to make it, and she needed to be honest with me, and said there isn't any chemistry between us, which I know is bullshit. Sorry.
She said there's no chemistry between you guys? Or she made out with you on a beach in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made out with me not once, twice.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was something.
Well, I don't know that it was hot for her, if that's what she's saying.
Oh, come on. It was hot. Listen, I felt
So after she texted you that, is that the last you've heard from her?
That's it.
Did you respond to her? Like, what do you even say to that? I disagree?
I said, that's not what I felt in Mexico, and no response.
Nothing? Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Please, man.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Brian is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Holly. They met while they were actually on vacation, not together, but they were at the same resort in Mexico. They actually went for a walk on the beach and made out there. And then he found out that they live in the same town, which is super rare. And they agreed to go get dinner when she got back because he was leaving earlier. But since then, she sent him a text message saying that she thinks they don't have any chemistry and she's not interested in dinner. And you know, whenever you make out with somebody like on a vacation, you're always like, this is sweet. I'm never going to see this person again. And I wonder if that's what she was thinking. And then she's like, oh wait, there is an opportunity to see him again. And that's why she's blowing him off. But we'll find out in just a second.
Can I ask, because I think this one is going to be a little frustrating for a lot of people listening. Because, Brian, she gave you a reason why she's not calling you, and you're still bugging her.
Oh, yeah, that's
what?
true.
I mean, what's the goal here? I just don't know what you're expecting.
We went down to the beach. We made out not once, but twice. And it was like idyllic. It was one of those perfect things. Then when we got back home, we texted and she was totally into it. And then all of a sudden, chemistry comes out of the blue, out of nowhere. So something's up.
Yeah, it sounds like there's something else. Maybe she actually is in a relationship. And then she got back home and she's like, ooh, I was super drunk that night.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That may be what's going on here, but I'd like to know one way or the other.
You promise you're not just one of those guys that can't understand no.
No.
All right.
All right. Well,
That was weird.
I'm going to call her right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Holly, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Holly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I don't know what that is.
Hi, Holly.
Oh, okay. Holly, it's a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Still probably don't know
Okay.
what that means, but
I don't.
I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So that's why we're calling today.
Are you, I mean, maybe you have the wrong number or something. I don't know who would.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you recently gone on a vacation in Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think you're the right Holly because the dude that emailed us, his name is Brian.
Okay.
And he told us about meeting you in Mexico and said that you guys hit it off, even went for a walk on the beach and made out a little bit. And you were supposed to go to dinner when you got back to the States, but since then you've texted him and told him that you don't feel there's any chemistry.
Yeah, this is really odd. Why is he calling the radio? I mean, what else did he say?
That's pretty much it. He just wants to know why all of a sudden there's no chemistry when he thought you guys hit it off greatly.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's weird.
You know, and I told him too, like, obviously you told him exactly why you didn't want to go out with him again, but he swears that he thinks something changed, and it didn't change when you guys were making out, that it changed once you got back.
Yeah, okay. Well, to be honest, like, I don't trust him.
You don't trust him?
He seemed really sweet in Mexico, but then when I got back, I started like, I don't know, like red flags. I don't, he sent me texts that were like inappropriate and
Were
Like,
they like
what?
sex texts or something, or?
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you understand what I'm saying.
Like he sent you pictures.
I mean, if you want to get technical, they weren't pictures, but they were not appropriate text.
Okay, so he
That
got
is
all
so
pervy on you out of the
frustrating.
blue.
Yeah.
And why? I mean, like, and how is it a mystery that you're not wanting to go out with them then? That's what I don't get.
I mean, again, he was really, really sweet in Mexico, but then he started getting all pervy, and I don't want to see him again.
Well, let's ask him about it, Holly, because the pervert is on the other phone listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah, Brian is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you. Are you there, Brian?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. I didn't know that you were going to be on the line. This is so embarrassing.
Embarrassed at what? I don't even know what kind of perverted stuff you're talking about.
You know exactly what you sent me, and I'm not that kind of girl, so.
Whoa. What? Hang on. Tell me specifics because really, I'm really confused.
Yeah, I want to know specifics too. I want to know what kind of perverted stuff he sent you.
You sent me a bunch of eggplant emojis, and I know what that means.
That's gross, man.
What's the problem with that?
The problem is, come on.
Yeah, I did send you a bunch of eggplant emojis when I was talking about dinner.
So I don't care what you said about dinner. You put that after dinner. I know what you want to do after dinner.
Seriously.
All right, I got to clear this up. I'm going to read you the text. So listen, here it is. Excited to take you to dinner this week. I know this is the perfect place, period. And then I put 1, 2, 3 eggplant emojis.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude, that's a pervy text, for sure.
And why are you acting dumb like it's not a pervy text? That's a totally pervy text.
How is that pervy? How is an eggplant pervy? I just don't get that.
Okay.
Shut up. Are you just trying to be dumb to save face?
No, I think he doesn't know.
I don't really know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Brian, so you don't know what the eggplant emoji stands for?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I only put those eggplant emojis there because she told me in Mexico she was a vegetarian.
Shut up. Holly, are you really a vegetarian?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he can send inappropriate stuff still.
Damn, Holly, I put those there because I found a vegetarian restaurant to take you to.
Do you really not know what the eggplant stands for in emoji language, Brian?
No, I don't. Eggplants? That's all I saw. An eggplant.
Yeah, it stands for something else, man.
Out of all the vegetable emojis, like salad emojis, something else. Why would you choose that one if you weren't trying to be perverted?
I don't know. It was the first one that came up in the vegetable category.
It does stand out.
Do you believe him, Holly?
I don't know. It sounds like he's changing his story. I thought that he wanted to do stuff after dinner.
No. I wasn't thinking about anything. I didn't know secret meaning of eggplant. I wasn't thinking about that at all. Maybe later on, but I didn't mean anything by that text.
I was thinking it. I wouldn't say it, though.
I don't know what to think. I mean, you shouldn't send those to anyone, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm confused on this one, too.
I think he's learning a lesson.
You believe him?
I do.
Guys, are there any other vegetables I should know about at this point?
Well,
yes.
There are a few things, that you shouldn't send, but maybe Holly can explain those to you in person. Holly, would you like to go out on a second date with Brian? We'll pay for it. I really don't think he understood what the eggplant emoji was.
You seem genuine, which is kind of cute. You didn't know what an eggplant emoji meant, so...
Holly, I'm really sorry. I did not know the secret meaning of eggplant, and I won't send any more of them. Ever. Please.
Oh, look at you. Got to laugh.
Hey.
I mean, I guess you were just naive about it. Sounds a little unbelievable, but I will give you the benefit of the doubt.
So, is that a yes then?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations, Brian. You got a second date.
Woo.
That is awesome news.
Yeah.
Holly, thank you for giving me another chance. I'm going to send you another text. It's going to be clean and unmistakable.
Yeah.
Had a great time in Mexico. Think we're going to have another one here.
All right.
That's really cute.
And Brian, obviously you need to brush up on your emojis, okay?
Yes.
So is there a class I can take online on YouTube so I can brush up on this?
Maybe you can look on YouTube or ask some friends or something. I will tell you this, the splash emoji means have a nice day. So send that one
Don't
as
believe
much
him.
as possible, okay? The most successful dating site isn't Tinder. It isn't plentyoffists.com, even though that's a really good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's actually Instagram. A lot of people meet on Instagram, and apparently that's how Connor, who's on the phone for a second date update today, met the girl that he wants to call. What's up, Connor?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up? You decided to go with Instagram instead of Plenty of Fists, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Instagram is like the new Tinder, basically.
I don't think you heard what he said.
Yeah, I don't think you really.
I think a lot of people did.
Which is
Let it
fine.
slide.
Yeah.
What's the girl's name you want to call today?
Her name is Kate.
Kate. All right. And how did you meet Kate on Instagram?
Well, as it usually goes, you kind of perusing around on the gram and you see attractive women, and she caught my eye, so I started following her. She's absolutely gorgeous. And one day, she posted this really you need to check it out for yourself. It's like really phenomenal picture. It's a boudoir picture, and it's stunning.
Okay, stunning.
Well, send it along. Tag us in it so we
Wow,
can check
you
it
guys,
out.
oh my God. You're like salivating.
So were you one of the creeps that
Okay.
commented on it and like tagged your bro in it, like, and not even in the description, just tagged your bro in her picture?
I mean, they're posting photos for you to look at, so I wouldn't categorize it as creeping. No, what happened was there was a woman who commented on it, and I had no idea who this woman was, and she had said, "You look like a tramp in this photo."
Whoa!
Damn.
It's absolutely disgusting. And, how dare you post something like this on Instagram?
Oh my gosh.
And, yeah, I know, right?
So you came to her defense? Were you the knight in shining armor? You saw your moment?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. This woman must have been jealous of the way Kate looked. So I chimed in and I said, look, if you don't like it, just unfollow her. Simple as that.
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, he came.
You said that, huh?
Said the F, then you F.
Big comeback.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was I guess that was my knight in shining armor moment, and Kate had reached out to me and she thanked me.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, no,
All right,
that's
that's
nice.
cool.
Is that when you asked her out on a date?
Yep, that's when I made some moves.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
You gotta take your moment.
And what was it like the first time you guys met in person?
It was great. I mean, she looked the same way she did on Instagram. In
Was
person.
she still wearing that boudoir picture that she posted?
No. She had clothing on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think now is the time that we can switch to talking about her personality, guys.
Aw.
Did you guys connect? What'd you talk about?
Yeah, no, she was really cool. We talked about what she did for a living. We talked about Instagram and the pros and cons of Instagram and how it's causing problems in society, but there's also benefits to it like this. And who would have ever thought? I mean, truly, I think Instagram is a way to meet people, whether it's friends or business connections or significant others. Why not, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So you thought of her as girlfriend potential then?
Absolutely. I was hoping. I mean, this was like the first hot girl I've been on a date with in a long time.
Nice.
All right.
In a long, long time. And we went to a bar for the date. Went really well. But, things took a turn when we were getting ready to go to the next bar.
Why?
I don't think it was a big deal, but she kind of took a weird step. She was wearing these really high heels, and she took a weird step, and she broke her heel.
Ugh.
And you started laughing uncontrollably.
I mean, I chuckled. I was like,
You did laugh. Okay, I didn't think you actually laughed.
I mean, I did. I mean, at first I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And then I kind of chuckled and thought it was kind of comical. But she needed a pair of new shoes.
Yeah, so did she leave? I mean, what do you do the rest of the night?
No, that wasn't the end of it. Look, we kind of laughed it off. We went to the next bar.
What, did she just hobble along?
No, well, we ended up getting a new pair of shoes for her.
Oh, okay. So you stopped along the way to another bar and got a new pair of shoes.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we got to the next bar, and we had a drink. And, all right, I just want to get all these cards out on the table and say that this is the part where I may have screwed up.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
We were having a great time making that connection, and my team was on the television. I just wanted to check out the game and see what was going on, see what the score was, see how things were going. And then I turned back, and she had this, totally pissed look on her face.
Whoa.
Because
Really?
how long had you turned around to watch the game?
I mean, maybe, a minute or two. Not.
Are you sure about that? Or did you get completely wrapped up in it and forget that you were on a date?
That's a long time. And did you just turn around while she was in the middle of telling you something important?
I mean, I could multitask.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it at all.
It's pretty obvious when somebody tunes you out and starts watching a TV when you're trying to talk.
I wasn't tuning her. I was still listening. My ears were still available to her voice.
No.
Okay, so when you turned around and she seemed kind of upset, is that how everything ended, or did it continue on for a little bit?
Things got really awkward. I said I was sorry. It's just my team, and I apologized. And I thought we would be cool and everything would be okay after that, and it wasn't. She said, "You know what? I'm sorry. I gotta go meet up with my friends." And I went in for this hug, and it was just the most awkward moment of my life.
Oh, no.
Then she left, and I tried to reach out to her, because I was totally bummed. She was gorgeous. She was cool. She hasn't returned any of my texts, any of my calls, and I don't really think what I did was a big deal. That's the thing. Like, at the time, I was like, what did I do? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, maybe she got upset that I turned around to look at the game for a minute or two, but, like, that's me just digging for theories. I really don't think that's a problem, so...
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
Yeah, cool.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and Connor is on the phone, and today he wants to call a woman named Kate. He met her on Instagram. They went out to a bar, hung out. He says he had a good time, but hold on one second. Hang on.
What?
Oh, whoa. Cool. That was a big NBA trade. What were we talking about? We're talking about something again?
I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to my husband all of a sudden now.
Huh? Oh, second date update.
Second
That's
date
right.
update,
Yeah.
He ignored her.
Connor went out with Kate to a bar. He thinks the reason she's not calling back is because there was a moment where there was some sports on TV. He turned around to watch it for what he says is like 1 or 2 minutes. And then when he tuned back into the conversation, she just looked upset, and he thinks that's where everything went wrong. So we're about to get her on the phone and find out if that is the reason he's not getting a call back. All right, Connor, did you hear about the trade?
Are you watching,
I'm
bro?
sure
Yeah, you
Connor
watching it right
did.
now?
Yeah.
No, but I guess I got to check Sports Center tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, even though you said that only lasted a minute or two, I think that's all it takes. Like, if that was an issue for her in previous relationships, and she's like, red flag, I'm not getting into that again, where I'm dating a guy who is so obsessed with sports that he can't pay attention during one meal or one drink.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe her past was haunting her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out. All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Kate?
Yes. Who's this?
Hey, Kate, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the show?
Kind of.
Okay.
Well, is it
kind
big-
of familiar is what we go for, so that's good.
Hey.
Well, I'm calling today because actually one of our listeners emailed us about you because you're super hot on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we just want everybody to follow your Instagram. So you want to shout out your handle or no?
Wait, are you serious? Like, what is this?
No, we don't want to just promote your Instagram. This dude that you went out on a date with named Connor actually emailed us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he want?
Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. And Connor has been trying to get a hold of you, but apparently you don't want to go on another date.
No, I don't.
Did you just find that he wasn't the right person for you?
Just like when we were talking before we actually met in person, I thought he was going to be like a nice guy.
Yeah.
He seemed like a gentleman, and then we went out one time, and he was not.
He wasn't a gentleman?
No.
So he didn't, like, open your doors and stuff?
Like, he did that. I don't know. Like, it was okay at first, but then he decided to be like a jerk at some point during the night.
Was it because he stopped listening to you to watch sports for a second?
Wait, how do you know about that?
Well, because we talked to Connor and he told us all about your date.
Okay. So did he tell you about how I, like, broke my heel on the date?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that you guys...
Oh, that's right. He did say he laughed at you a little bit.
Well, it was like, okay, it wasn't even the fact that he laughed, because, like, I mean, like, I laughed too. Like, it wasn't, like, that part wasn't a big deal. But then, like, so we went to go get new shoes, because, like, obviously I can't walk around like that. So we're at the shoe store, and I just kept, like, trying to drop hints and be like, yeah, like, these are, like, my favorite shoes. I'm so upset. Like, this happened on our date.
Oh, yeah.
What's the hint, though? I don't get what your hint was. Hint to what?
Well, like, I keep mentioning, like, over and over, like, yeah, like, it happened on this date. Like, you know, we're on a date, and he just doesn't seem to be getting it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You guys don't? Like, how do you not get it?
What? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't understand what the problem is.
You're in a shoe store, and what? You like your shoes.
What I'm saying is my shoe broke on our date. So I feel like that means it's his responsibility to buy me new shoes.
What?
Wow.
Why would that be his responsibility? Did he break your shoe?
It's not like he physically broke it, but it's kind of his fault because if I was sitting at home, my shoe would not be broken.
No.
Okay.
No, that is a stretch. That
Yeah.
is such a big stretch.
I don't feel like that should be his responsibility.
Well, okay, think about it this way, though. Okay, he invited me out. Like, I expect him to pay for, like, the meal, drinks, like, whatever we do, I would expect him to pay for.
Okay.
So, like, by the same logic, if my shoe breaks, that's just an expense of the date.
That's a date expense?
That's like saying if while on your date your car gets stolen, he has to replace your car.
I mean, but that would never happen because I would never drive myself to a date. Like, obviously, he's going to be picking me up. It's just like, it's a thing for me. Like, you know, like, I want to date a guy who's going to be, like, considerate. You know, like, obviously, if I'm upset that my shoe is broken, he should care. Like, he should want to fix that. He should want to make me feel better, not make me have to pay for shoes on a date that
Oh my God.
Okay.
You are so high maintenance.
Wow.
I'm not, like, high maintenance. Like, I don't like being called high maintenance. I'm just saying I know how I deserve to be treated, and I'm not going to settle for less.
Okay.
He didn't
treat you badly. Okay, whatever. Oh my God. I can't.
You have your standards, I guess.
This isn't a standard. This is dumb.
Well-
I do, and if he's not going to meet them, like, somebody else will.
Wow.
Okay, so you're just looking for a sugar daddy.
I'm not looking for a sugar daddy. There's a difference. Like, if I was
wait,
looking
stop
for a sugar
interrupting.
daddy, like, sure, I could have some dude pay my rent. Like, that
yeah,
wouldn't be
yeah.
a problem.
Okay, hold on one second because I think I heard Connor try to chime in there because Connor's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you guys, like, chill out and let me listen to what she has to say?
What?
Huh?
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, Connor's on the other line, Kate, and wanted to talk to you.
Oh, my God, of course.
Kate, honestly, I'm just shocked. I had no idea that you wanted me to pay. It didn't even cross my mind for a second.
Okay, but that should cross your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're on a date, you know, like, you asked me out, my shoes broke as a result of me being out with you, and I don't understand why you wouldn't think that you should even offer.
Look, you're probably right.
What?
I just wish she would have asked me. I'm not a mind reader.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, but, like, I don't feel like I should even have to ask. I think that's just obvious. And then I'm, like, dropping hints, too, that you should have picked up on.
Hints.
Well, then I need to pick up, like, a copy of Dating for Dummies at the bookstore because clearly I don't know the rules of dating. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, apparently not. Like, that was just extremely rude. Like,
It was extremely rude that he didn't pay for your shoes that you broke on the date.
So there's actually some women who would think it'd be extremely rude if he insisted on paying. Like, I don't need you to pay for my things. I am a successful woman with my own job, and I could pay for my own damn shoes.
no, that makes no sense. Like, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for you to act like a gentleman. Like, that's it.
I'm so sorry. This just has never happened to me before. I've never been in this situation. I just really didn't know how to handle it. So I don't really know what more to say.
Well, maybe you just haven't been on a date with girls like me before. Like, quality women. Like, I don't know what kind of, like, trash bags you're normally dating.
Oh,
Trash
Settle for, like, that kind of treatment, but I'm certainly not going to.
You're 110% right.
Oh my God.
Connor, is that
Connor.
really okay with you? All this? Like, you're still attracted to Kate?
I mean, I do feel bad. I feel like I ruined her night. Feel kind of guilty.
And my shoes.
I'm really sorry, Kate. I was totally out of line, and I promise I will keep an eye out for exactly what you need. I just want to see you again.
I mean, I don't really know what else to say to you at this point unless you're going to, like, reimburse me for the shoes.
Whoa.
Don't you dare, Connor. Oh my God.
Still on the table.
I mean, if you want me to, I totally will.
You will. Oh, wait, how much did these shoes cost, by the way?
Yeah, are they like red
Yeah.
bottoms?
I'm lucky for you, there were some of my cheap ones. They were, like, $220 or something like that.
Oh my God.
$220.
Those are the cheap
Dude,
ones.
Connor,
Yeah.
if you're going to continue this, I hope you have a big bank account.
Yeah, dude.
Connor, are you willing to drop $220 to reimburse her for those shoes that she paid for to go on another date?
Yeah, of course. I had a great time. And
Dang, bro.
Okay.
$220 is, look, it's worth the investment.
All right, well,
Investment.
then I'm going to ask the question. Hey, Kate, would you like to go out with Connor again on a second date? We will pay for the meal. He'll buy new shoes, I suppose.
Wait. Kate, let me just get this out there. I'm not just doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. I genuinely like you. I had a great time with you, and money isn't everything. And I'd rather spend the money and see you again than not.
Okay, are you going to actually behave like a gentleman this time?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would be willing to go out with you one more time, but like seriously, if you mess up at all, like that's it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And you just wait. On your date, her designer bag is going to break. And oh my God, suddenly I need to get a new $500 purse.
Zipper popped off.
Yeah, who knew?
I mean, I'm just saying if my bag did break, he better be ready to replace it.
Hey, look, a promise is a promise. Whatever you need, my credit card is ready.
Oh my
All
God.
right. So,
I can't
Kate,
believe this is working out.
You'll go out with Connor again as long as he doesn't make any mistakes because you have a zero tolerance policy. Connor, you're willing to pay for whatever Kate needs during your date.
100%.
Okay, well,
All right.
sounds like a real love story.
Yeah, you might want to have to pay for dinner, Connor, too, because all we have at the radio station are like gift cards to chain restaurants, and I don't think Kate's going to want to eat at those places.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text message in at 78592 that just says Connor is doomed. And I think I agree. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Connor took a girl named Kate out on a date. They went to a few bars. He said there was an awkward moment when her shoe broke. And he laughed and thought it was funny. She didn't think it was that funny, but they had to get a new shoe because her high heel broke. And the reason that she wasn't calling back was because he didn't offer to pay for the shoe.
Wow.
And buy her a new pair of shoes because technically it was on the date, so it's a dating expense.
Hey, but he was up for it, man. He's like, I'll pay for anything. And someone else texted in, I'm pretty sure her car's going to break down on the second date.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. We all thought it was pretty unreasonable, but Connor totally understood and said that, you know what, if she went out with him again, he would refund the money for the shoe and then also take care of whatever expenses happened on their second date. So they're going to go out again, and sounds like he's going to be in debt. When you're a pizza delivery guy, you can find yourself in all sorts of awkward situations. I delivered pizzas for a while. For me, the most awkward is probably trying to explain how I ate all the pizza before I showed up. People didn't really like getting empty boxes of pizza, but I ate so great that year.
I bet you did.
Anyway, Christian is on the phone for an awkward Tuesday phone call right now. He's a pizza delivery guy, and he's got a problem. What's up, Christian?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. I read your email, and I'll let you tell your story and why you need to make an awkward Tuesday phone call. Go for it. But I think what happened to you is one of the most amazing things ever.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, he's on the phone with us. That usually means something not so great happened.
So last weekend, I was delivering a pizza. I work at this gourmet pizza delivery place. We don't need to say their name.
Okay.
But, yeah. But anyway, last week I was delivering a pizza, and I pulled up to the house, knocked on the door, and when I opened the door, there is 15 middle-aged women inside this house.
Whoa, score.
So wait, what's so weird about that,
the
though?
pizza guys here.
Yeah. I can't believe ladies eat pizza. Like, what is strange about that? Were they naked?
No, that's not what's weird about it. It's just that when they opened the door, they were just all looking at me.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we want to call them today and tell them to stop looking at you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, no, it felt a little odd. Like, I was like, okay, this is kind of weird that there's 15 women looking at me. That's when I realized this is the bachelorette party.
Oh,
and they want me to come in. I mean, and then as soon as I walk in, like, they all are, like, playing the music. And, you know, they're like, oh, let's dance. And, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's dance a little bit. And they start goading me a little bit. One of the women, like, takes my visor off and throws it across the room.
Whoa.
And it became pretty obvious that they thought I was the entertainment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So you showed up to deliver a pizza to a bachelorette party, and they thought you were a stripper.
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
Can I just say, you must be a real hot pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
Because all the pizza delivery guys that come to my house are like skinny, have some acne issues usually.
Well, I mean, I got a bit of a dad bod, but I'm not a dad, so.
Okay.
Okay. Normal, I
So-
guess.
So what'd you do?
Well, at first I was laughing, about the whole thing, but when they started pulling out cash, that's when things got weird.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Money talks.
Yeah, and, like I need the cash,
Wait a
Wait,
minute.
you went with it?
Yeah, I was starting to go with it.
So you started,
You got to make your tips.
you started stripping for him.
Nice.
I did. I started stripping for him.
That must have been an awkward strip because I'm guessing, strippers usually show up with all kinds of stripper underwear on. You're just stripping down to your regular Hanes underwear that you're normally wearing.
Well, I mean, like, I started stripping, like, a little bit, and then I was like, okay, I got to call this. This is weird.
Yeah.
But then, like, more money kept coming out, and I was like, I need that money.
I can't, they must have been pretty wasted to not realize, you're not oiled up, you have no trimmed body hair.
You just brought a pizza as a problem.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. I'm not a good dancer.
You're not a good dancer.
Right.
Well, you know what, though? I've seen a lot of male strippers, and that is true for many of them.
Yeah, I don't think
so
you
that
really-
does not set you apart from other male strippers.
It's not about the rhythm.
It's not about the
Yeah.
dancing so much.
Some are good, some not so much.
Yeah, well, but, like, at least, like, you could, like, move to a beat, and, like, I can't even really do that.
Oh, man.
Like, when they started pushing me up to the Bachelorette, and, like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, yeah, lap dance.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so, well, but, like, I can only do so much, and so, like, I like, get her out of the chair, and then we just kind of start square dancing.
Square
Square dancing, that's awkward.
Shut up.
You're do-si-doing?
I mean, she's, like, twice my age. I mean, she's old enough to be my mom.
Wow.
Okay, so you square danced with the bachelorette at her bachelorette party, and she thought you were a square dancing stripper.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, and, like, we were all having a great time. Like, it was actually pretty fun. Everybody seemed to be into it
my
and
God,
everything.
This is so
How
funny.
long were you there?
I mean, it was like 15, 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And how much money did you make?
It was like $800.
Damn, that's not bad. That's a pretty good
See,
tip.
That's what happens when you go to a bachelor party for older women.
20 minutes.
I mean, it's funny, but it's also kind of messed up. You basically just scam these women out of money by pretending to be their stripper.
I gave them a show.
Yeah, they got what they wanted. They got a naked dude dancing around.
You square danced with the Bachelorette. Like, that's not really... I'm sure they're all confused. Like, oh my, times have changed since we were young.
She really liked it. I mean, she really liked it.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I took my stuff and I left and I got out of there. And a little bit later, I started to kind of feel guilty about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because not because of the women, because they had a great time, but mainly because of my fiance, who I don't think would like that I did that.
Oh, no.
So is that what you want to do today with your Awkward Tuesday phone call? Tell your fiance that you're now moonlighting as a stripper?
I mean, maybe not like moonlighting, but I did it once, and I need to tell her.
Dude, she's going to be pissed. Imagine how you would respond if she called you and told you that she stripped for a bachelor party.
I wouldn't be that happy.
Yeah.
I think that's an understatement.
I guess it would also depend how much money she made.
Yeah, exactly. If she made more money than I did, I might. No, I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
No matter what. Okay.
And she's like a super jealous type. Like, she doesn't even like when I talk to women out, like, in normal. Yeah. It's not going to be good.
So she's definitely going to be upset to learn that you stripped for a bunch of middle-aged women.
So I need your help to know how to tell her how to do this without her getting angry.
I don't know if there's any way to do that, but maybe we can help soften the blow. All right, we'll play a song, come back, give you a little bit of advice, and then you can make your Awkward Tuesday phone call, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the center stage, it's Christian. That's right, he's delivering pizzas and pleasure. All for you. Is that a thick crust on that, man? I think so. That's a stuffed thick crust on Christian. Tip him well because he's working hard. If you just tuned into today's Awkward Tuesday phone call. Christian is on the phone, and Christian is a pizza delivery guy. And he showed up to a house a little while ago. It was a bachelorette party with a bunch of middle-aged women, and they thought he was the entertainment. Instead of saying, nope, I'm just the pizza guy, he actually went along with it and made about $800. But now he needs to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call to tell his girlfriend that he stripped.
No, correction, fiance.
Oh, yeah, fiance.
Yeah.
Sorry. And she's probably not going to be happy about it. All right, Christian, are you ready to go? That's a stupid question. Christian's always ready to go, isn't he?
I think you found your hype man for when you start the stripping business, Christian.
As long as I don't have to cut them in on the tips.
Yeah, all right. You drive a hard bargain, sir.
Yeah, I want some of those tips. Part of the reason you're getting tipped is because I'm telling them to tip them well. All right, man.
Oh, my gosh.
You're about to dial your fiance's phone number. What's her name, by the way?
Renee.
Renee.
I've been thinking about this, Christian, because you said Renee is a jealous person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the one thing that you really need to emphasize when you come clean about this stuff is how much older all these women are, that they were like your mom, like you described.
Okay.
And about how you square danced with the bachelorette. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
that's the thing. Like, there wasn't a lot of body contact, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And she needs to know that these are women that you're not attracted to.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, and you can make your Awkward Tuesday phone call. Good luck.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hey, where are you? Where the hell have you been?
What?
Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to call you all morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been really busy. I didn't know.
Wait.
Are you okay?
Wait a second. What do you mean you've been busy? Your boss has been trying to contact you and get a hold of you all morning.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Something about you stole money from someone?
What are you talking about? I didn't steal any money.
I don't know what the is going on, but your boss is pissed, and he thinks that you took money from someone.
What?
Is that
I didn't
true?
steal any. No, I didn't steal anything.
He called me and talked to me for like 15 minutes trying to find you. What am I supposed to say? What do you? I don't even understand how he could just think that you stole money, like for no reason.
I mean, I'm not stealing any money. I never stole any money. Oh.
Oh, what?
Wait. Actually,
What do you mean, actually, what? What? You actually stole money?
No, nothing like that. But like, I know what the confusion is. I know what. That's actually why I'm calling you right now. I have something to tell you.
Okay, fine. What is it?
It's not as bad as what you think, okay? They have it wrong. I didn't really steal anything, okay?
Okay, well, I hope you didn't, because we cannot have you out of a job. We're trying to save for a wedding, remember? And
I know, baby. I know, baby. That kind of goes into this, too. Okay, so last weekend I got called out to this house, and when I delivered the pizza, it turned out to be a bachelorette party. Basically, they dragged me in there, and they thought I was the stripper.
What?
And then, yes, I know. They thought I was a stripper, and instead of telling them that I wasn't the stripper,
Babe, I don't know what's happening, but this is ridiculous. You need to tell the truth, and you need to talk to your boss, and you tell him honestly what happened, because this is ridiculous.
I'm telling you the truth
okay?
right now. I'll tell my boss, too. They were paying me money, and I was just going with it. Like, I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I know it felt wrong.
Hey, slow down. I don't understand. What are you even trying to say?
They paid me. They paid me.
What
They
are you
were
talking
paying
about
me.
they paid you? What do you mean, who paid you?
The women at the party, the bachelorette party.
Yeah, because you're a pizza delivery guy. People pay you when you show up with pizza.
Yeah, but they were paying me to take off my clothes. They kept throwing money at me to take off more and more clothes. They gilded the lily. They wanted me to take the clothes off.
Enough, okay? I need you to stop with this right now because you're going to lose your job, all right? We're not going to have a wedding. We're not going to be able to get married.
Babe, I'm telling you the truth. They thought I was a stripper. They were tipping me as a stripper.
Okay, listen, I love you, babe. I love you, but I doubt that anybody could ever think that you're a stripper, okay? I doubt it.
No, they really did. They really did. They really thought I was a stripper. They thought I was sexy. They were chanting, sexy, sexy, sexy. I swear to God.
Awkward.
Really?
What?
Sexy.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Renee. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
I'm sorry, we don't mean to be laughing right now.
I don't understand. What's going on? What is this? Who is this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show, and we do a segment on our show. It's called the Awkward Tuesday Phone Call. It's where if you have something kind of difficult that you need to talk to somebody about, you can email us. We'll give you a little advice on how to handle that conversation, and then you have to call them on the air, and that's what Christian is doing right now. He was calling to tell you that he showed up to a house to deliver a pizza, and they thought he was a stripper, so he played along and made money.
He told us the same story.
Christian, what the hell is going on? Honestly, can you please just are you going to lose your job?
No, this is all true. Look, I reached out to the radio show so I could tell you in a better way, but this is all true.
Wait a second, you're serious? You actually stripped for a bunch of random women and they actually gave you money?
Yes, I did. I didn't totally strip. Honestly, I just square danced with the bride, okay? Yeah, I square danced with her. I don't dance well.
You square danced with a woman and they actually gave you money for that?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they did. I was pretty good. I was surprised myself, but I was also surprised with my moves.
Oh my God.
All right, this is just really hard to believe. Are you sure this is real?
Yes, it's 100% real.
He did tell us, Renee, that the women were quite a bit older. He said his mom's age. So all I'm thinking is maybe they're not really in tune with what strippers do anymore or what they look like.
I guess. So these women are asking for their money back or something? So is that what's happening?
That's the only thing I can think of because I ran out of there. So maybe the real stripper showed up after me, and that's when they realized their mistake. That's the only thing I can think of.
Right. Okay. So what the hell are you going to do?
Yeah, because it's not really a mistake. You scam them out of money is what happened,
well,
Christian.
I didn't scam them out of anything. I did my job.
No.
As a square dancing stripper.
Yeah, I got paid for doing it. I did strip some.
Wait, hold on. You said you didn't strip at all.
No, I took off some clothes, but
what?
I didn't strip all the way. I just took my shirt off and one sock, and then I decided it was too much. I didn't want to go any further.
These women paid you money, and you only had a shirt off and one sock on, and they're like, "This is the best stripper ever."
I know they're probably paying him money because they thought he's doing a joke thing, and then eventually, if we give him enough money, he'll bring on the real strippers or something.
Yeah, well, Christian, either way, your boss is pissed. So you need to figure out, what are you going to do? Do you still have the money? Maybe you should give it back.
Well, but, I earned that money.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Oh. Baby, you weren't there. I earned that money.
Well, obviously, it was under false pretenses. So you need to fix this immediately because you can't lose your job.
Fine. I'll call work. I'll get it figured out.
That's all I ask, okay? And please don't bring up any more problems, all right?
All right, but I'm telling you, they loved it, and I was really good, and I earned that money.
Dude, don't you want to see your fiance's sexy square dance?
Fine. I'll throw you $20 and let you dance for me, all right?
Sounds like a successful Awkward Tuesday phone call to me. Christian, hopefully you'll save your job and get that money back. And Renee, congratulations. Sounds like you're in for quite the treat later.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to come home and take a sock off and a shirt off and square dance for me.
I'll show you. It was good.
He's still defending it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I don't think he scammed them. It's their fault that they thought he was a stripper. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's Awkward Tuesday phone call. If you missed it, this dude Christian wanted to call Renee. Christian is a pizza delivery guy, and recently he was sent to deliver some food to a bachelorette party. And when he got there, the ladies thought that he was the entertainment. So they took out their money and encouraged him to strip.
Yeah.
And when Christian saw the cash, he actually went along with it. even though he's never stripped before.
Yeah.
And then he felt guilty about it, so he wanted to come clean to his fiance. That's Renee. And we called her. At first, she didn't believe that any woman could possibly mistake him for a stripper, and he got offended at that. Yeah.
Come on,
Well,
give him some credit.
He did square dance
Yeah.
with his pants still on. So it wasn't a good strip job.
Yeah.
That's for sure. These ladies were left disappointed.
I think that would be tempting for anyone. You walk into a room, like dance, like no, and then you see hundreds of
And you're
dollars.
like, I might as well make like $500 right now.
Exactly.
You know?
But it's still a scam when you don't like correct their mistake, obviously. That's like saying, well, I wasn't lying to you about cheating. You just never asked me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like it's the same thing. That's still a lie, guys.
Well, his fiance didn't believe him and thought it was a joke, but she soon realized that it was true. And then she demanded that Christian return the money that he made that night to make things right, because they complained that somebody stole their cash because the real stripper showed up and then they were out of money for the stripper. So they called his boss, and his boss is trying to get a hold of him, saying that he stole money. Anyway, Christian agreed to give the money back. He also promised to give his fiance a private show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, win-win for everybody, right?
Because he wanted to prove to her that he's sexy, and other women think he's sexy too. Hopefully we can get video. Pretty much everybody knows that when it comes to weddings, it's all about what the bride wants.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, when you're planning, the dude can be there to occasionally be like, yeah, that's cool. That's what I was thinking too. Really, doesn't matter though. It's kind of what she wants. And Natalie is on the phone today, and she needs to make an Awkward Tuesday phone call to her fiance because she wants something very particular and non-traditional at her wedding, and she needs to discuss it with him. What's up, Natalie? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well,
Not
first,
too bad.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, when's the big day?
In a month.
Oh my gosh. That's
If you make
soon.
it past this Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Yeah. That bad, huh, Natalie?
It's definitely different.
Huh. How has the wedding planning been so far with your fiance?
It's been good. I mean, I'm just so excited because he's just the best guy, and we're so in love, and I'm amazed that this is like working out for me.
All right.
That's a good attitude.
So why don't you tell us why you need to make an Awkward Tuesday phone call today?
So everybody is big into the photographer on their wedding day and recording everything and, you know, videoing everything about the wedding and everything. But I feel like the wedding night is a very, very important aspect of the whole day.
You mean like the reception?
No, I mean like after that. When the wedding night, you know, the
consummation.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you're talking about.
When the party shuts down and you open up.
That is a very good way to describe
Yeah.
it.
Now I get it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I really would like to record that part of the day as well.
Shut up. You want to record you and your fiance doing it after you become husband and wife.
Yeah. I've talked to our photographer about it, and he's open to the idea. It's just going to be an extra $500, which I can do.
That's all? $500?
That's expensive.
You know, we're already paying for the whole wedding, so he's giving us a deal.
Yeah, because he's going to sell it on the backside
Yeah.
and make some cash off of it.
I guess it's better he's not doing it for free. He's like, absolutely. I've been waiting for somebody to ask me that for years now.
I saw an article about it on Facebook, and it was so interesting because it really makes a lot of sense.
Wait,
if you think about it.
Are you guys virgins and this will be the first time you're doing it?
No. But it'll be the first time we're doing it as husband and wife.
Mhm.
It'll be our intimacy and our chemistry is at like the peak of amazingness. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, of course, because I want to look amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it was a few months ago before you were engaged, you'd probably be like, no, I don't want anybody taking pictures of that.
Well, you know what I mean? It's just like everything is just going to be at an all-time high. And I want to be able to look back on it because, you know, our bodies are going to change. Our intimacy level is going to, you know, change. Our chemistry is going to, you know what I mean? So why not capture this?
I guess.
Never thought about this.
So here's the thing, though. Like, I've been married. I had a wedding, and it was the most amazing day of my life, and we had a great night. However, you're really tired after your wedding day. So I wouldn't give it like your wedding night being your A-plus performance. I'm just going to break it to you like that piece. Like anyone who I've ever talked to, like that is not the best night in terms of sex that they've ever had because it's an exhausting day.
Yeah.
And you've been drinking a lot.
Well, you know what, though? It doesn't matter. Like, I just want it to be real. I want it to be our time. It's going to be our first time as husband and wife. And however it is, I just want it to be captured in photos.
Yeah, plus if you have a camera crew there, you might perform better.
Well,
You know, if you have an audience, usually you get up for the game.
That's true. That would be some motivation.
And, and plus, the photographer, he's a professional. He knows how to do the lighting. He knows how to do the angles.
Okay. You want to call your soon-to-be husband and run this idea by him?
Yeah, because I have not brought it up to him as of yet.
Have you guys ever done any sort of like exhibitionist style stuff or taken pictures of yourself already? Like, are you into kind of kinky stuff?
I mean, we do fun, like, role play things, but we don't do video stuff, or we haven't, no.
How do you think he's going to react? He seemed like the type of person that would be down to have a photographer take pictures of him in his most...
Intimate?
Yeah. Vulnerable position? That's what I was going to say. Vulnerable.
I don't think it's going to be an easy sell at all. That's why I've come to you guys to help me. Give me some advice. How should I approach it?
Are you sure you want to do this? Because, like, the pressure of that on top of every other piece of pressure that goes into, like, doing it on your wedding night just seems like that could be not performance enhancing, I'll say.
Yeah. You can always find reasons to not do it. I mean, it seems like the deck is stacked against it. You can find tons of reasons to not do anything, But I feel like it's just to be a really important recording of our journey together.
Okay.
And is your fiance the type of dude that's like, I don't want another dude seeing my lady naked, or I don't want another dude seeing me naked? One of those weirdos.
I mean, seeing as a photographer is a professional, and it's not like he's doing it for his jollies. Like, he's charging us $500 extra for this.
Yeah.
I would hope that my fiance would just see him in that light. He's in that role. He's not just some dude that's,
Yeah, in the corner.
Yeah, it's a business transaction.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a peephole?
It's not a peephole, obviously. I just need some advice on how to approach this.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, and then we'll come back, see if we can give you some advice, and then you can make your Awkward Tuesday phone call, all right?
Okay.
You so precious.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Right in the middle of an Awkward Tuesday phone call. Most of the time we help our audience out by doing Awkward Tuesday phone calls or second date updates, things like that aren't really that personal. And this is one instance where I'd like to offer Natalie, who's on the phone right now for an Awkward Tuesday phone call, I'd like to offer her my services.
Oh, God.
I would gladly come to your wedding on your wedding day and do the job for you that you want done, Natalie. Free of charge, as a matter of fact.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah.
Well, that is very magnanimous of you, and I'm going to have to respectfully decline.
Yeah, you
thank
sure?
you. That was the best idea you've had so far.
If you're just tuning in, Natalie is about to call her fiance because she decided that she wants to have some photos taken of them on the wedding night. Not at the reception, after the wedding night. When you make everything official.
Mm-hmm.
Because she saw the idea on Facebook, thought it was a good idea, but she's not sure how he's going to react. Natalie, are you ready to call him?
Well, are you giving me advice?
I don't know, because I'm trying to think of a good way to pose this to him.
I feel like if someone propositioned me, the first thing that would come to my head is all my insecurities about my body.
Right.
So I think before you actually pose the question, you really need to hype him up and make him feel like he is the hottest man alive.
He does look really good now because we've both been working out.
Right. And it's something that you always want to remember as his bride, how hot your man was the night that you guys got married.
Okay.
I didn't ask you before, are you going to share these pictures with other people?
Oh, God, I hope not.
No.
Because he might be thinking that you want to put them on display for people.
Make them into thank you cards for all your wedding gifts.
Christmas cards.
Yeah. Let him know that it's
Not
just...
on display at all. I mean, between us, just like maybe if I'm having a glass of wine with my sister, but nobody else.
Do not say that.
Don't tell him
not say that. And your sister
sister
does
part.
not want to see that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Even if you're planning on doing that, don't tell him the sister part. Just tell him that you want to keep it for you guys.
No, yes. I
Okay.
would not.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, and then you can make your Awkward Tuesday phone call. Here we go.
Hi, baby.
Oh, hey, what's going on? This is a weird number.
Oh, yeah. My phone died, so I'm using Melody's phone.
Okay, all right, well, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, good. It's a little pleasant surprise.
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you too, babe.
Cool. Baby, do you have a minute?
Yeah. I always have time for you.
I love you so much. About the wedding.
Yeah? The caterer? I already took care of it. I paid him this morning. In case that was on your, to-do list. Don't worry about that.
Oh, good. No, this is a new thing.
A new? We're 30 days away. What do you mean?
I know. Just listen. So, how would you feel if we hired the photographer for a few extra hours at the end of the night?
We already hired him for all the way to midnight. You think the party's going to go longer than that?
No. I'm not talking at the party. I'm talking after the party.
So you want to take some more photos afterward?
Yeah.
Are we going to be looking, kind of, I don't know, worn down? It's a pretty long day.
Baby, I don't think you're quite understanding what I mean, and I'm sorry, I'm not doing a good job of expressing it, but just think about it. Our first time being intimate together as man and wife, I feel is such a special, special thing that I really would love it to be recorded in photos.
Wait, are you saying in the bedroom?
Yeah.
You can't be serious. This is not a real thing. You want a photographer in the room taking pictures of me giving you Lil Craig?
Yes.
You're crazy.
I saw a post on Facebook about it, and more people are doing that.
Oh, again with the Facebook.
But seriously,
no, there is absolutely no way. This is our private time. I don't need someone else in the room.
But I talked to him about it already. He's open to the idea.
Wait, you actually asked Alan about this already?
Yeah.
And he agreed? He said yes?
He said yes. It's going to be very artistic, and it'll be. We'll put it all in an album just for us.
No, in an album? No, this is so uncomfortable. I can't imagine trying to do that with a stranger in the room. I don't know, Alan.
But don't think of him as a stranger. I mean, it's better that way. He's a professional. He would purely be just capturing the images.
What if I get camera shy?
Oh, come on. You won't.
Babe, this is just I don't even understand what you're really asking me to do. This is just too much. I can't even process what you're requesting of me right now. This is so weird.
It's just really important to me. I know it sounds weird, but please consider.
Oh my God! Like I said, I can't get over this whole stranger thing. I mean, maybe if it was someone we knew.
What do you mean, somebody you know?
Remember my cousin Richie? He's a photographer. At least I grew up with him.
Oh, Richie, who was in jail. That's what we're talking about.
I mean, yeah, he's rehabilitated now. He took photography classes. You'd be amazed at the things that they offer them now. It could be a win-win for all of us.
Awkward.
Oh my God.
A win-win to have your cousin take pictures of you.
Oh my God, how this got
Make much
stranger.
sense to me.
Who are all these people?
Craig, what's up, man? How are you?
Who are you?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Babe,
I was just talking to my fiance.
Yeah, I know. We were listening to that whole conversation.
What is going on?
Craig, we do a segment on our show called the Awkward Tuesday Phone Call.
So this isn't real? I don't need to do a photographer?
No,
it's real. Natalie, your fiance, definitely wants to take pictures when you guys are being intimate with each other. But she called us because we do this segment on our show where if you have some sort of a tough conversation, you can ask us advice on how to handle it as long as you make that phone call on the air with us.
She picked you guys.
Mhm.
You guys,
Yeah.
you jokesters laughing in the background. That's
Well, I mean, we weren't laughing too much until you brought your cousin into the whole situation. And then, I mean, come on, as an outsider's perspective, that's a little funny.
Yeah, I mean, that is a laughable idea.
Craig, you'd really be more comfortable with your cousin,
well, I don't want a stranger taking pictures of me, of my butt and stuff.
so you want your cousin to do it.
I mean, it makes sense. Your cousin's seen you naked before.
Yeah.
He knows what you're working with.
But he's never seen you, like, have intimate time, hopefully.
Or has he?
He hasn't.
Okay.
At least I don't think he has. I mean, he
Oh
doesn't
my
where I live.
God.
So, Natalie, that wouldn't be like somewhere you can meet him in the middle? Like, you really want the photos? The cousin can take the photos?
No, I want this to be with our professional photographer who's removed from the whole thing. He's just in a professional role there.
I don't know anyone that has seen more of these kind of photos than Richie, so I'm sure he knows the angle.
It's probably a good point. And you said Richie was locked up for a while. He's definitely seen some things.
That is a
bet
valid
He can
point,
do
Craig.
everything you're asking. You want black and white? He can
Yeah.
put a filter on it.
Oh, my God.
I bet you'd be able to keep his cool in that situation too, you know, because you stay focused, eye on the prize type thing.
Plus, I mean, I bet he'd be really honored if you offered him this type of role in the wedding.
Yeah, see? Come on, babe. Give Richie a chance.
I don't even know what to say right now.
I think it's a win-win for everybody.
It's a lose-lose because he's a loser, okay? I don't want to do that with him.
Natalie, can I ask you a question? Do you really want photos to remember the night of your wedding, or do you just want photos of you naked because you're looking rockin' hot right now, which is also fine?
I really want it to be something that we both share together. And we're both looking rockin' hot.
But I feel like he's trying to compromise with you, and you're not doing that for him.
Compromise is not having Richie take photos of us. We can hire Richie for something else. We can hire him when we have our first child. We can hire him to take pictures at the birthday party.
Oh, he could do the birth.
Yeah.
Oh!
Take pictures of that.
Richie's got the exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Richie's tight in that family.
My point is, I just want a professional for this. We'll hire Richie some other time, okay?
Does it mean that much to you?
It does. It really does.
You know, if you really want to do this, I'd be willing to sit down and talk to the photographer and see what his whole plan would be. If it really means that much to you.
You're the best. It does. And let's do it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man, I guess I'm going to need to do a lot more sit-ups to get ready.
It's a good idea, though. You guys sit down with the photographer, have a few drinks, and who knows where the evening leads. You know?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of wannabe photographers texting in, offering the couple from today's Awkward Tuesday phone call their business. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's Awkward Tuesday phone call. If you missed it, Natalie is getting married in less than a month, and recently she saw an article on Facebook about hiring a photographer to document the wedding night when they consummate the marriage. After everything's over and you go back to your room and you do what married people do, people are now photographing that, I guess, and she liked the idea and she wanted to run it by her fiance and needed our advice on how to do that. When she called her fiance, he said he was not comfortable with a stranger photographing them. However, he said that he might be up for it if the photographer was somebody that he knew. His cousin Richie, I guess he'd be down with.
Wow.
And apparently Richie spent some time in prison and is trying to get back on his feet as a photographer. And he thought this would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Natalie didn't want Richie involved in that moment and said it was really important to her and she wanted it done professionally. Ultimately, Craig, her fiance, agreed to meet with their wedding photographer to discuss all the details.
Oh, my God. You know the pictures are just going to be them two sleeping on the bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
There are different levels of friends that you have. There are some friends that you would do anything for. Like, you'd give them a kidney if they needed it.
Yeah.
And then there are some that you'd make the ultimate sacrifice for and give them a ride to the airport or pick them up from the airport. That's how I judge friendship. I know who my close friends are because those are the people that will give me a ride or pick me up from the airport.
I like how you're not giving the ride.
No. I don't give anybody a ride. And Michelle, who's on the phone today to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call, has a friend that she was supposed to take to the airport but couldn't do it.
Okay.
And now she needs to call her friend and explain something to her. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Thank you for your email, and thank you for agreeing to do the Awkward Tuesday phone call today.
No problem.
All right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your email?
Okay, so a few days ago, I was supposed to drive my friend Kelly to the airport, and she had a big job interview in Atlanta, so she was going to be flying out, and I didn't make it.
Is she like your best friend?
She's one of my best friends. She's like a really good, we've known each other for a long time. She's someone I really, really like being friends with.
Okay, and when you say you didn't make it, like you called and you canceled on her, or you just never showed up?
I wasn't able to get to her in time. Like, she actually ended up missing her plane.
Yeah, so did she miss out on the job interview altogether?
Yeah, she missed out on all of that. I felt horrible. I mean, she had some, like, missed calls and stuff, but I didn't get any of them.
So she couldn't get to the airport, missed her flight, I'm assuming, and missed her job interview.
Yeah.
I bet you felt pretty bad about that.
Oh, I felt horrible. I still feel horrible. I feel the worst because I lied and made up an excuse to her.
Oh, you didn't tell her the truth of why you didn't show up?
No, I just panicked, and I just told her that my grandmother passed.
What?
Yeah.
And is Grandma still alive and kicking?
Yeah, she's still fine.
So you actually told her that your grandma died and you couldn't pick her up because of that?
Yes. When I told her, she understood. I mean, she's a really good friend. But
yeah, your grandma's dead. I mean, she's not going to be like, you know?
Really?
I mean, but that wasn't the truth. I mean, the truth was oh my gosh, I went out drinking the night before and got totally wasted and spent the night with some guy I met.
Oh my God.
So you hooked up with a random dude that you met that night, and that's the reason that you couldn't pick her up and she missed her flight and then missed her job interview.
Oh my God.
I didn't mean to. I just had more fun than I was expecting to have, and I slept through all of her calls and texts. I didn't even get them until later.
You're like the worst friend ever.
I know. I feel terrible. That's the big reason I want to do the Awkward Tuesday phone call is because I feel like I need to get clean.
So you want to tell her that you lied about your grandma dying.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then tell her the truth about why you couldn't take her to the airport.
Yes.
What do you think she's going to do when you tell her that?
I don't know. I hope that she's kind of cooled down from the incident so she's not as upset. And I hope she just understands. I hope she's not mad.
And why do you want to do this in an Awkward Tuesday phone call?
I just have no idea how to even go about this. You know, it's kind of a big deal. And I don't want to lose one of my best friends just because I made a mistake.
Let me ask you this. How old is your grandma now?
82.
82. Any chance that she could kick the bucket like in the next week or so?
Oh no!
Oh jeez.
Because if you just let that happen naturally, it kind of works itself out, and then you don't have to tell her the truth.
Oh man.
Oh my God, I'd be so upset if I was in your situation because I honestly feel like if I lost my best friend, it is possibly worse than me divorcing my husband. Like that's how tight we are, you know?
I know. Maybe I should just make up another lie. You know, because I really don't want to have to tell her I got hammered and just hooked up with a guy.
Yeah, that's what I think. Just keep coming up with different lies. No. It always works out like
that's how Jubal lives his life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll give you some advice. I mean, that's the deal, is you want our advice, we'll give you advice, and then you make the phone call. This is going to be a tough one, though.
Yeah.
If she had just missed her flight and she was going on vacation or something and got another flight, that's a different story. But she missed a job interview because of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ruined your friend's life. You know that, right?
Oh, man.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, give you some advice, have you call her and make your Awkward Tuesday phone call, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
You know how it works. If you have a problem and you need our advice, email us, brookandjubal at moving925.com. We will give you our advice as long as you make an awkward phone call in exchange. Michelle is on the phone today, and she needs to call her friend Kelly and come clean about a lie. She was supposed to take her friend to the airport, but didn't show up. Her friend missed her flight and missed a job interview that she was flying in for. Michelle told her friend that she missed it because her grandma died. Her grandma didn't die. Michelle missed the flight because she was out partying, hooked up with a dude, woke up in his bed to a bunch of missed calls and text messages from her friend. I was like, oh, crap. I didn't take her to the airport. So now she needs to call her friend and tell her the truth. Michelle, are you ready to make your Awkward Tuesday phone call?
I'm ready.
All right. And Michelle, you know what? I want to do something for you that I've never done, and I'm going to help you out a lot here. I'm going to call as your dead grandma's husband.
No.
Your grandpa.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I'm just, I miss my wife so much. Thank you very much for being understanding about Michelle not being able to take you to the airport. I'll do whatever you got to do. I'll come over dressed up as him, anything to help your lie out. What do you think about that?
I don't think that's a great idea.
No? Okay.
Thank God.
Okay, well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and let you make your Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Okay.
And don't lie anymore. Just be honest. I mean, if my best friend said, listen, this is what really happened, I need your forgiveness, I would eventually get there, especially if the guy you hooked up with was really, really hot.
He was.
Okay, I mean, it's got to be worth your time, right?
Okay, here we go.
Hello? Hey, Kelly?
Michelle?
Hey, girl, how are you?
I'm doing okay, but how are you doing with everything?
I'm okay. You know, I'm really sorry again about not being able to take you to the airport and, you're missing a job interview. I feel really, really badly about that.
Do not feel bad at all. I mean, your grandmother passed away. Like, that takes precedence over everything.
So, yeah, about that, there's something I do have to tell you.
Okay.
I don't want you to be mad when I tell you this. I mean, you're a really good friend. I really, really love you. I really value our friendship, and I just don't want you to be upset.
Okay, just what? What? Just tell me.
Okay, so my grandma's actually still alive. She's not dead.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I wasn't being honest with you.
Is she, like, sick, or what's happening?
No, she's fine.
Okay, I'm so confused. What the hell is going on?
Well, I told you I couldn't take you to the airport because my grandma died, but actually something else happened, and I really freaked out.
What happened?
Okay.
Michelle?
I went out the night before and got really, really wasted and went home with some guy. I'm sorry, I panicked. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I slept through the whole thing. I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to.
You told me that your grandma died and you got drunk and hooked up with a guy and slept through taking me to the airport, and because of that I missed my job interview? Are you kidding?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to. I'm really sorry. I just panicked. I didn't mean to lie or anything.
Okay, you know what? I can't believe that you would do that to me. I can't believe that.
I only meant to go for 1 or 2 hours, but then the next thing I know, this guy came up to me and he was just really, really hot. We started talking. I had a lot of Fireball that night, and then I just decided to stay a little bit longer, and I just forgot to plug in my phone. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I really didn't.
Unbelievable.
I'm really sorry.
Wow. I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it was a Thursday night. Where else would you be, You were at a bar hooking up with random guys. That's what you do.
Oh, nah. That's unfair. I get that you're mad and everything like that, but, are you kidding me? I don't hook up with random guys every night of the week.
Well, I mean, it's a problem if it's, affecting your friendships and, your responsibilities.
Okay. I'll admit I like to go out. I like to have fun, but I think it's, really mean for you to, bring up all of that stuff about me.
What's really mean is saying that your grandma died when she didn't. That's really mean.
I panicked. I didn't know what else to say. I knew that if I would have just, said that I made a mistake, you would be really angry at me.
Well, yeah, and now you're saying it later, and now I'm twice as angry as I would have been in the beginning, so that was a dumb
I tried to do this nice thing and come clean to you because you're a really good friend of mine, and I made a mistake. I'm sorry, I'm a human being. I didn't mean to do anything bad, and then you're just making me feel like shit for it.
Great. Well, you know what? I didn't get a job interview, but you got laid, so congratulations.
Awkward.
What is that?
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Who are you?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Nice to meet you.
Michelle, what the hell is going on?
I didn't know how else to talk to you about this because I knew you were going to be upset, so I called in for advice to help.
Well, obviously they didn't help very much.
That is true.
That's a good point.
We didn't help at all. Kelly, Michelle feels really bad.
Yeah.
One, that she made up a lie about her grandma dying, and for not taking you to the airport and you missing your job interview. I don't know if she feels bad about hooking up with that guy. Who knows? I wasn't there.
Well, she should feel bad. She ruined my job interview, and
Kelly, I'm really sorry about everything I did, but you said, like, really mean stuff about me just a little while ago. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm not...
I know. I took it a little too far, okay, but I was mad. I mean, you do go out a lot, but I definitely took it too far.
Yeah, you did. But I'm still really sorry about your job.
To be honest, I didn't really even want the job, but I did want to use it for leverage at my current job to try to get more money.
Yeah.
So she didn't screw you out of a job necessarily. She screwed you out of a raise.
Yeah. And you know what? It was a good opportunity. Like, you know, she was totally irresponsible. Like, that's really crappy of her.
I totally get that, but does she have a history of this in your friendship? Because it sounds like she really is remorseful, and we've all made some really dumb mistakes.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
So Michelle's not the most dependable friend.
Sometimes, like, she's dependable if I want to go, like, grab a friend to go to the bar and take shots with. Yeah. But, like,
She's there on time.
Well, Kelly, you need those kind of friends in your life. Just don't ask those kind of friends to give you a ride to the airport.
I guess that's the lesson learned, guys.
Yeah, you should have known I wouldn't be able to take care of that.
I have a feeling that you've probably missed a lot of flights yourself.
Yeah.
So there you go, Kelly. I mean, ultimately, if you didn't want the job, don't lose a friendship over it. Just know that Michelle is your flaky friend who you can't ask to take you places.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Like, I should have known not to ask her, but she'll be my drinking buddy from now on and not my reliable ride to the airport anymore.
Well, so you're not mad at me?
I'm still a little mad, but we're still friends. I just know that I can't count on you, so we're good.
It's a great friendship.
Do you want to go drinking tonight? No. You can count on me for that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I have a friend that does the exact same thing, and I know I can't count on them for anything. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's Awkward Tuesday phone call. If you missed it, Michelle was supposed to take her friend Kelly to the airport, but didn't show up. And Kelly, who wanted to make an Awkward Tuesday phone call, ended up missing her flight and couldn't make a job interview that she was flying out for.
Yeah.
And her friend originally lied and said that her grandma had died. But the truth is, she ended up drunkenly spending the night with a random dude, woke up too late, and couldn't take her friend to the airport. So she wanted to come clean and tell her friend what really happened. And when her friend heard the truth, she said, guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's just kind of how you roll.
I mean, it's kind of true.
It hurts more, like, ouch, man.
Yeah.
Right? But they're your friend for a reason. You know who they are.
Yeah, eventually she forgave her and said from now on she knows that she can't ask Michelle for anything. Yeah. Other than just to have a good time, probably.
Okay.
You know how the Awkward Tuesday phone call works. If you're having an issue or a problem with somebody in your life and you want to confront them, don't do it personally. Do it on our show in an Awkward Tuesday phone call. We'll give you our advice as long as you make an awkward phone call in exchange. Alba is on the phone right now, and she wants to call her boyfriend and talk to him about something because she feels like weird stuff has been going on at her house when she's not home, and she has no idea what it is, and she wants to confront him. What do you mean by weird stuff, Alba? Do you mean ghosts and things like that?
No ghosts. Strange things have just been happening around the house while I've been gone. Basically just clothing items missing, but the most alarming one was that just yesterday I found a woman's shoe in my closet.
Like, not your shoe? Like,
not my shoe.
Yeah, I would hope it wouldn't be your shoes. You're like, women's shoes in the closet? There's all kinds of them. Yeah. So you found a shoe that didn't belong to you in your closet?
Correct.
What kind of shoe is it?
It's a high-heeled red shoe.
Of course.
Sounds
That
nice.
is so stereotypical, too.
Isn't it?
I know.
All right,
I think it maybe could be a joke.
That's understandable. I mean, if you find a random shoe that isn't yours, that's a little suspect.
See what I mean?
And you said you live with your boyfriend, right?
I do.
Has there been like a girlfriend over at your house, or you guys had a party and it was a drunk night and somehow a shoe got left behind?
I mean, we have friends over, and surely, both of our friends have been over, but it's one shoe, and it's in my closet upstairs in the house.
I've had that happen to me before.
What?
Random women's shoes in your closet?
Yeah, and it was because I was cheating at the time.
Stop it. Don't do that.
Come on, dude.
It's the truth.
How does a person leave one shoe in
That's
a house?
what I said.
They left the house with one shoe?
Imagine my surprise when there was a shoe there that wasn't supposed to be there. Is that what you do? You think that he's cheating on you?
I mean, I don't know.
So you're wondering where this shoe came from?
I am.
Where do you think it came from?
I have absolutely no idea.
Have you asked your boyfriend about it?
Not about the shoe.
Okay, so you've asked him about other things?
Yes.
Like what?
Like some of my clothes have gone missing that I can't find them. I don't know where they are. Things hung up differently than I hung them up.
What does he say when you ask him about this stuff?
He says he has no idea what I'm talking about.
And you're sure you're just not like forgetting, like leaving them at the dry cleaner or putting them in your gym bag?
Well, that would all be well and good, but this shoe is not mine.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what I mean?
So you want to call him today and ask him if he knows where the shoe came from?
Yeah.
It sounds like the shoe stresses you out.
Wouldn't it stress you out?
Yeah, a little bit.
It would stress anybody out to find a random shoe in their closet that didn't belong to them, I think.
Well, yeah, and the thing is that, I think my boyfriend knows something. I'm not sure, but he knows something, and he's not telling me, and I just think it's bizarre.
Like
what do you think he knows?
What is happening? I mean, it makes me feel like maybe he's cheating, or, I mean, I don't want that to be true. I've never thought that before, but I'd like to ask him about it and see if he can explain it.
How long have you guys been together?
5 years.
And have you had infidelity issues before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
How long have you lived together?
3.
3 years.
That's a
okay,
long
and this
time.
is the first time weird stuff has happened?
I mean, weird stuff has happened before, but not like this.
I don't want to know about that other weird stuff, Alba. This is not what the phone call is about. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, give you our advice, and then you can call your boyfriend and ask him about the shoe.
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Thank you.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's awkward Tuesday phone call.
If you're just tuning in for today's awkward Tuesday phone call, Alba is on the phone with us. She wants to confront her boyfriend today because she said weird stuff has been going on in her house, and the other day she actually found a random woman's shoe in her closet which didn't belong to her. So her first instinct is, the guy's probably cheating. Kind of makes sense. Why else would there be a random shoe in there? Alba, before you make your phone call to your boyfriend, we always give you advice. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. My advice to you, before you make this phone call, gather up all of his belongings.
Oh, no.
Put it on your front lawn. Douse it in gas.
No.
And then just stand there and tell him what you're doing when you get him on the phone. It creates urgency, like, hey, where'd that shoe come from? If you don't tell me the truth, I'm going to light your stuff on fire. And by the way, if you're cheating, I'm still going to light it on fire.
I can't do that.
Yeah, good.
I think it's a great
Thank
idea.
you. Good.
Or you can just start throwing his stuff out the window. Either way, you got to let him know you mean business here.
Well, I tell you what, depending on his answer, I may do both.
I think you guys have been together for 5 years. The last thing you want to do is go into this and start accusing him of big things like cheating.
I know, but just picture for yourself opening your closet and finding a red shoe.
I think the best way to do it is to not, like Brooke said, don't accuse him.
I won't.
Let him hang himself if he is. Because if he doesn't have an answer or if he starts to over-explain, then he's lying about something.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number, let you make your awkward Tuesday phone call, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
Hey, What number is this?
Oh, it's one of the other numbers from work. I know. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Do you have a second to talk? Something's been bothering me, and I just wanted to ask you. I found something in the house yesterday. And
Okay,
I want to ask you about it.
What did you find?
I found a woman's shoe in my closet.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's not mine. Is there something going on? Please, just tell me if something's happening.
I really don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what woman's shoe did you find in your closet?
I was looking in my closet the other day, and I found a random shoe in my closet. It's not mine, and I'm wondering if you know anything about this. Oh, my gosh.
Of course I don't know anything about a random shoe in your closet.
What's with the long pause? Just tell me if something's happening.
How many shoes do you have in your closet?
A lot, and they all come in pairs.
Okay, so I really don't understand. I don't understand what you're asking me.
I'm asking you if you know something about a red stiletto heel in my closet. This is freaking me out. You know something and you're not telling me.
What is it that you think I know?
I think you brought home a one-legged hooker. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't mean I get that you're serious about this, but you think I brought home a one-legged hooker?
Obviously, I'm joking, but tell me what's up with the shoe.
Why would you think I would know anything about this?
Well, we are the only two people living in that house.
Well, yes, that's true. But why do you... Oh, boy.
Babe, you're freaking me out.
What?
Babe, I'm just going to ask this one time. Are you cheating on me? Seriously?
No, of course I'm not cheating on you. Why would... Oh.
Then where did the shoe come from?
Can we just not talk about this?
No, we're talking
come
about
home
it.
after work, and I'll sit down. I'll explain everything to you, okay?
If you don't tell me about the shoe, I'm not coming home. I'm telling you.
Listen, okay? It's nothing like that. I'm not cheating on you. It's nothing like that. Have a little faith. It's nothing like that. So
what's up with the shoe?
I don't want to discuss it over the phone. You're at work. I don't want to discuss it.
Tell me what's going on now.
Okay. Okay, fine. All right, you want to know? Fine.
Yes.
When you come home tonight, okay, I'll explain everything to you, and I'll show you all of the pictures of me in your clothes. Okay?
What?
Awkward. Whoa. Did he just say that?
What was that?
Hey, Brandon, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How you doing?
What's going on?
Your girlfriend Alba wanted to call you in a segment we do called the Awkward Tuesday Phone Call. It's where if you have an issue with somebody, they email us, ask for some advice, and then we have them call that person on the air with us.
So I just said that on the radio?
Yes, you did.
It's okay, though. It's okay.
Babe, why are you wearing my clothes? What pictures are you even talking about?
Yeah, I think that's a very important question.
Alba, this is so embarrassing. I wanted this to be a surprise.
Definitely that.
I'm sure she's probably surprised, Brandon.
Yeah, I am surprised. Why are you wearing my clothes and taking pictures?
Okay. What's in 3.5 weeks?
Big drag show you're getting ready for?
Which is fine. It's good. We support that.
I've performed in drag many times. I think it's awesome.
This is a safe place.
Alba, 3.5 weeks.
our anniversary?
3.5 weeks. Yes, our anniversary. And for our anniversary, as a joke, I was making you a calendar dressed in your clothes.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
That's amazing.
No way.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. And you know the red shoe?
Yeah.
Well, Steve's wife has a foot that's almost the same size as mine. Fit me.
So did you borrowed shoes from your buddy's wife so you could take pictures in your own wife's clothing?
Well, the shoes were his idea because he was taking the pictures for me.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Tell me red shoe is February. Give me February.
Oh, of course they are. With a rose and, you know.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Come on home. I'll show you the pictures. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
gosh.
Thanks for ruining a really, what I thought would be a really funny gag on our anniversary.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry.
You feel like an ass, don't you, Alba?
I do. Babe, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
Well, I understand why you were freaking out, and it was stupid of me to leave that stupid shoe there.
Oh, man.
But it's all my fault, but come on. Have a little more faith in me, will you?
I do. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
You guys are adorable.
Brandon, I kind of don't believe you. I need to see these pictures first before I believe you, because right now, in my mind, you're still cheating.
Oh, yeah. I've got a few pictures for you, but they aren't the ones you wanted.
I would love to have that calendar here for work.
Are you almost done with the calendar of you and your wife's clothing? Is it almost finished?
Yes, actually, the red shoes were the last picture.
Oh, last little piece.
I don't know if I would be excited, Alba, or if I'd be pissed that he can fit in your clothes.
Well, I don't know. It depends what your definition of fit is. I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, you haven't seen the pictures yet. You don't really know how well he's...